Hello all, Onigato here for Oni in the Garden, and we're actually going to start in the backyard where phase 1 of the chicken coop is complete. This is the outer area, chicken run type area, and as you can see, pallets are up all the way around. Just come out this way. It's very loose, very rough for now, but it covers a pretty decent area. This section of the wall is working its way around the tree rather than trying to go, around to the outside of the tree or whatnot. I don't have that many pallets, but it's a pretty good sized area inside, and it's going to have perfect access for humans from the door, and eventually for chickens from a patch or a hole or something right over there somewhere. I haven't decided where. It'll go between two studs, and I'll have an indoor portion to the chicken coop because it does get overly hot in the summertime and just a little bit cool in the wintertime for chickens to be outside. So give them some place where they can actually, hang out and be relatively comfortable. Actually, that shed gets really hot in the summertime. I might have to do something about that. We'll figure that out. But anyways, this is just phase 1. Obviously, I don't even have any chicken wire on it, and it's still going to be a while before we get any chickens. So there's that. Plus, I don't have any T-posts or anything actually holding this whole thing up. So it's bound by, you just kind of see it right there, twine. So it'll hold, but it ain't strong. Just put it that way. All right, and now we go around to the front. Hi, Forge. Go check out my channel, Oni in the Forge, where I have documented my just having finished that project. All right, and we'll talk about that later. Up front, marigolds, toast, very badly toasted. Oh, lizard. Hi, lizard. The oregano is oreganoing. It's going on. It doesn't seem to care one way or the other. The bell peppers are out, and I see another lizard. Neat. Went ahead and pulled them all out. Even though there were a couple that were still surviving, it just wasn't doing well, and I wasn't going to get anything else out of them for the rest of this year. And honestly, I didn't get anything out of them earlier this year anyways, so. The strawberries. I know the person who's going way too fast. Strawberries, that pot is looking good. A lot of the individual plants seem to have taken off from each other, so they severed their previous ties, and it looks like they're starting to run extra runners. So maybe I can actually get some of these to take in these places that got loose. Let's see, maybe this one will go in here. Yes, I am gardening as we speak. There we go. A little bit, feels a little dry, so I might just water that later on. It was raining pretty decently yesterday, so didn't water yesterday. Okay, standing in shadow, there we go. They're doing okay. The temperatures have been coming up, so they're looking a lot better than they were. In fact, a lot of things are looking a lot better than they were. That pot of strawberries looks good. That right there is a mess of mucilin, whatever. So it looks good. I think I'm gonna have to pull those. Well, harvest, because they're not there for their leaves. They are there for whatever's at the base of those things. Let's just take a look at what I got here. I'm going to harvest these right here on camera. right now. Oh, hey, that's got some mass to it. I think that's a turnip. I think these are turnips. Oh, well, whatever they are, they got a really good sized root mass. Okay. Let's try that again. I don't want to break it off underneath. Oh, okay, I see what happened. I see what happened. These things went deeper than I thought, and then they went sideways. Because they didn't have any choice in the matter. Okay. There's surface roots, and there we go. Yeah. That is definitely a turnip. Cool. That's not a bad harvest at all. For considering that I definitely mistreated those very, very badly. We'll let those dry off a little bit. Ooh, standing is hard. Alright. And then I get the feeling those are also, no, they're definitely not turnips. These might actually be, oh, look at that. These are beets, and that means I need to separate these out a little bit. They're definitely coming in very nicely. I'm going to have to spread those out. I'll do that off camera. Mescaline mix that's mature, and all of it is just fiery hot. Tastes a bit like radish, all of it. Or radish or horseradish. Alright, come up here. Blueberry is completely inactive. Might be actually dead, hope not. The blackberry is very active, growing in very well, fairly densely, but a little slower right now because, well, it's cooled down a lot. All the trees in the neighborhood have basically lost their leaves, with the exception of like my apple tree and a couple of small others. And then speaking of the apple tree, so you saw there's a giant patch of disturbed ground right there. The family suffered a loss a couple of days ago, actually. Our poor kitty cat, indoor cat named Starfire, got a urinary blockage. Local animal hospital wanted $3,000 to hospitalize him for a couple of days, and even then they couldn't guarantee they'd be able to save him. So we had to put our poor kitty cat down. And now he is resting right by Daddy's apple tree. So, yeah. Alright, on that melancholy note, actually, no, not so, well, it is, that's a melancholy note. The rest of the garden is actually doing pretty well considering the season. It's cool, it's downright cold even. So the garden itself it's overwintering. And it's doing so pretty well, actually, all things considered. The basil is doing well. The asparagus is actually doing okay. I'm going to go ahead and split that probably just before January. Last week of December, which is the second to last week of December. It's like December 20th, I think. So, but we'll go ahead and split that. I'll bury that. I'll plant that out in the yard somewhere where I can remember where I put it. Similar to how I did the catnip. So I might even put it near the catnip, just for convenience sake. But yeah, the garden itself is doing well. The family is hurt, but we're doing okay. And we'll talk to you all later. Bye.